Breathing is something we all do without thinking. From the very first cry at birth to the last breath of life, air flows in and out of the lungs without conscious effort. But have you ever stopped to reflect on the power within each inhale? Most of the time, we breathe automatically and shallowly. This chest-based breathing is enough to keep us alive, but not necessarily healthy. Experts in neuroscience and integrative medicine point out that the way we breathe directly influences our physical, mental, and emotional health. When we feel anxious, our breathing speeds up. When we're afraid, it becomes shallow. In states of deep relaxation, breathing slows down, deepens, and becomes rhythmic. In other words, the body influences the breath, but the breath can also influence the body. Conscious breathing means bringing full awareness to this natural act and using it as a tool for transformation. Breathing techniques have been used for thousands of years in practices like yoga, meditation, and even spiritual rituals. Today, science confirms what ancient cultures already knew. Conscious breathing can reduce anxiety, improve concentration, balance the nervous system, and even strengthen the immune system. To understand this hidden power, just try it. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold your breath for a few seconds, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. You probably already felt your body relax, your shoulders drop, and your mind settle, all in just a few seconds. That's the first proof that conscious breathing can be a natural remedy against daily chaos. Yet, despite being free and available to everyone, very few people actually use breathing in a correct and intentional way. We are so immersed in fast-paced routines, constant stimuli, and worries that we forget the essential. The air that keeps us alive can also heal us. The secret is learning to breathe not just to survive, but to live better. The impact of breathing on the body and mind. Conscious breathing is not magic. It works on real, measurable biological systems. The human body has the autonomic nervous system, responsible for automatic functions such as heartbeat and digestion. Within it, there are two opposing forces. The sympathetic system, which prepares the body for action, accelerating the heart, releasing adrenaline, and the parasympathetic system, which promotes relaxation and recovery. When we breathe quickly and shallowly, we trigger the sympathetic system, putting ourselves in a constant state of alert. This is exactly what happens when we live in anxiety or stress. On the other hand, deep, slow breathing activates the parasympathetic system, inducing calm, focus, and a sense of well-being. It's as if we hold a switch that can change our internal state in just minutes. Scientific studies confirm these effects. Research conducted at renowned universities like Harvard and Stanford shows that conscious breathing practices significantly reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Other discoveries indicate that controlled breathing improves heart rate variability, an important marker of cardiovascular health. But the benefits go beyond the physical. On the mental level, mindful breathing helps combat anxiety, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder. Soldiers returning from war who practiced breathing techniques reported a reduction in nightmares and panic attacks. In patients with depression, dedicating just 10 minutes a day to conscious breathing proved as effective as certain medications. There are also positive impacts on concentration and cognitive performance. High-performance professionals, Olympic athletes, and executives of major companies already include conscious breathing in their routines. The reason is simple. Oxygen is energy, and energy well distributed throughout the body means greater mental clarity, focus, and productivity. Breathing also carries a symbolic and emotional aspect. To inhale is to allow something new to enter us. To exhale is to let go of what no longer serves us. When practiced with awareness, breathing becomes a powerful metaphor for renewal. Conscious breathing technique. Now that we understand the impact of breathing, the question arises, how can we apply this in practice? There are several conscious breathing techniques, each with specific goals. One of the most well-known is diaphragmatic breathing. Instead of inflating the chest, you expand the abdomen, allowing air to deeply fill the lungs. This increases oxygenation and immediately induces relaxation. Another technique is the 4-7-8 breath, popularized by Dr. Andrew Weil. Here's how it works. Inhale through the nose for a count of 4, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and slowly exhale through the mouth for a count of 8. This practice is excellent for combating insomnia and anxiety. In yoga, there is pranayama, a set of breathing exercises that range from alternating nostril breathing to air retention and controlled inhale-exhale cycles. These practices not only balance the mind, but also strengthen the body's energy field, according to Eastern tradition. The Wim Hof method, created by a Dutch athlete known as the Iceman, combines intense breathing with exposure to cold. Followers claim it strengthens the immune system and increases physical endurance. Studies have shown that this technique activates brain areas responsible for controlling pain and inflammation. For beginners, the recommendation is to start slowly. Dedicate 5 to 10 minutes a day to conscious breathing, preferably in a quiet place. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and simply observe the air coming in and out. Over time, you can explore more advanced techniques and integrate them into your daily life. More than just exercises, these practices represent a return to the essential. When we breathe consciously, we reconnect with the present, slow down the pace, and remember that we are alive here and now. Breathing as a healing tool. The idea that breathing can heal might sound exaggerated, but science and human experience prove this potential. Of course, conscious breathing does not replace medical treatments, but it can be a powerful complement. In mild respiratory conditions, such as asthma and bronchitis, breathing techniques help expand the lungs and improve oxygenation. In cases of hypertension, daily practice has been shown to lower blood pressure. For mental health, as we've seen, conscious breathing works as an auxiliary therapy against anxiety and depression. But there's more than science. There's also the spiritual dimension. Many traditions believe that the breath of life carries vital energy, called prana in India, chi in China, or ruach in Hebrew traditions. In this context, breathing is more than oxygenating cells. It's absorbing vital energy from the universe. Testimonies from people who practice conscious breathing describe profound transformations, more emotional balance, clearer decision-making, less reactivity to problems. In other words, a fuller life. In a fast-paced world where anxiety and stress are almost epidemic, perhaps the cure lies in something simple and free: breathing consciously. Conscious breathing is, at the same time, the simplest and most powerful resource we have. It has been with us since birth, but only when we pay attention do we realize its true potential. Breathing deeply in, slowly letting go, repeating with awareness. It may seem small, but it can transform lives. Science proves it. Ancient traditions affirm it. Practitioners experience it. Everything points to the same conclusion: learning to breathe is learning to live. So, how about taking the first step today? Dedicate a few minutes to this practice and observe how your body and mind respond. Allow yourself to feel the calm, clarity, and energy that come with the simple act of breathing consciously. Seedling, if you enjoyed this content and believe more people should discover the power of conscious breathing, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video. Bell turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming content on health, well-being, and natural balance. Because, in the end, the key to a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life might just be in the very air you are breathing right now.